What's up, YouTube people, Journey fam, and guests? Welcome to another video with Journey with Tiffany. I hope everybody's doing okay. I wanted to join in on this creator tag that is floating out here around town. Okay, nobody tagged me, child. I tagged myself. Tag me in. I wanted to share my story with you guys just like everybody else, and tag some of my beautiful friends and creators that are around to share with you as well. So let's get into it. Without further ado, I won't hold you long, so let's go ahead and get started. Again, this is going to be a content creator tag, so it's all about content creation for the person that is behind the screen, i.e. me. And so that's what we're going to get into, just as the title suggests. So I'm going to be looking down because my notes are on my phone, but just, bear with me. The first question is, how long have you been recording YouTube videos? I've been recording YouTube videos okay, it's a little complicated. I'm going to say 11 months, but I started YouTube about 4 to 5 months probably before this initial 11 months, almost year. My first page got shut down because of copyrights. I was going to YouTube and all of these music things that are on here that says that you can use this copyright free music. Girl, no, it got my page shut down. So I'm going to tell you, be very careful with that if you are a new content creator, or if you're an existing one and you just love all the fly music, because honey, we do. It makes the videos so much better. So it's so hard to be using all of these unknown people when there's some jamming music out there and you feel like, okay, it's been mixed down, it's been kind of like scrapped up, it's mixed with things. They can still get you, and they got me, and they shut my page down. I woke up one morning and the page was gone. My heart was so broken because I had worked so hard to build it up. Luckily, it hadn't built up too much. I definitely had not reached monetization. So, I kind of took it with a grain of salt, put my big girl panties back on, and we got back started. But this is not my first go round with this. I did lose my first page, and so it's kind of hard to say when I started YouTube. I've had this YouTube page for many years, because I thought way back when my daughter was little bitty, oh, I can do that. But much like I'm sure some of you, I was hesitant, I was scared, I was nervous. I was like, I don't really know what to do or how to do it, and I didn't do it. So the pages existed, and then I jumped on, lost that page, and had to recreate another one. So this journey with Tiffany has been active for 11 months, but I have been on here prior to that. Hope that explains it. Number 2 is, do you record on a phone or a camera? I record on an iPhone. I have been recording on an iPhone the entire time. We have not graduated. I kind of wanted to wait until I felt like my ROI, which is like getting something back from what you're putting out, was enough to make me feel like buying a camera and all that equipment was validated. And so I wanted to first get my feet wet, get my audience built up, see if it was worth doing this and investing in, and then going and investing. Until then, iPhone it is and was. And so I've just now gotten to the point where I'm thinking about maybe for Christmas for myself, gifting myself an actual camera and laptop and a new speaker system, maybe new lighting, all the things to kind of elevate up my videos a little bit more just now, because just now I feel like, okay, it might actually be worth it. So yeah, starting with a phone the entire time. We're on a phone right now. So I just went on Amazon and purchased a phone, and that is considered my content phone, because I only use it for content, whether that's Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and that's all we do on it. And yeah, it works. Get you a tripod, a phone, some kind of lighting, and girl, get going. Girl or guy, get going. Okay, the next question is, do you record in HD or 4K? Okay, now my daughter is my editor and my recording person. She's all my recording stuff, right? But I do know that we record in HD and we export in 4K. Because I am on a phone, I'm not on a camera, which can hold heavy data and memory cards and all of that. If you record in 4K and export in 4K, it takes up a huge amount of your storage and makes it very hard to export it when you're done. So we record in HD because it takes up less storage, and then we export for best quality in 4K. Hope that makes sense. I'm not super technical, but I do know that much. And when you're on a phone, if you're starting from a phone like me, which you can, which you should, if you don't have the coins to go out and buy a like $400 or $500 camera, then use your phone and just know that the storage is just not equipped to hold that much at one time. And so it's best to just kind of do the HD and then export in 4K. So that's what we do anyways. Hope that helps. The next question is, how do you plan out your content? Y'all, it's a little bit all over the place, okay? Because we got a lot going on, and I don't just do YouTube. So I'm going to show you the tools that I have, but they don't always get used. So I do have a weekly planner that I went to one of the stores and purchased, and I'll just kind of show you what it looks like. So it has kind of like the empty calendar look here going on in it, where you can fill in the blanks and write things down. And sometimes I use it and sometimes we don't. And then the one I use the most is this one, and it's just like a little plain little notebook that has like pages in it that you can write on, and it has like a little marker here. I use this probably the most because I will go through here and write down what types of videos I want to do. And when I get a video idea in my head, I will write it at the top, and then I will write all of my notes and my research and my thoughts down below in order that I want to talk about them. So if anything, I probably use this the most. As far as scheduling, I try to do once a week. And so I have kind of just like a very loose planning of my content. I will write down what I want to do, and I'll think in my head before the end of the week, before Friday comes, okay, which video do I want to do? And try to have it out the next week at some point. I started trying to do Mondays, but that was just too hard with everything I have going on. And so I just try to get it out within the week. But yeah, I use this the most, but my daughter uses this one and she uses this one the most. So if you can be very, very, very organized with it, then this works. But if not, then just having a notebook with your content in it, mapping it out, writing down your ideas, putting it in order, then this will help because I use this the most. So yeah, I don't like strategic plan yet. I really don't have the capacity for that. I wish I did. I try to when I can, but I have multiple jobs and multiple things going on. We do what we can. Yeah, we do what we can. So if you don't have everything that I have going on and don't have the extra job or kids or any of that, definitely get you some kind of loose planner, notebooks, and try to map out what week you want to do things, possibly what day, possibly by what time you want to have it done by. It definitely can and does help. I just don't have the capacity for it. So most of the time, guys, I'm pretty much winging it, and I'm going from the beginning of the week thinking of what I want to do that following Friday, and then I'm gathering all the things I need to do that by then. So yeah, that's what I do. The next one is, do you batch record? I should probably, but I don't. Again, like I talked about prior to this, I have so much going on that the last thing I feel like doing is doing multiple videos most times. Most times I am like rushing to sit down to do this video and get done and rushing to get to the next thing and hoping to get that video edited within the next day or two. And so unlike the moms and the people who don't have jobs and can just be at home and this is their job, they can batch the 2, 3, 4 videos at a time. Maybe if you don't have kids, you could probably, and you're doing your own stuff, I could very well see that being a thing where you can batch your videos. But if you work a full-time job, work multiple jobs, have kids, husbands, all that kind of stuff, sometimes it just doesn't work out. For me and my lifestyle, it just hasn't worked out yet. I always have good intentions on at least like, okay, this one will be a quick one to put with this one, but I never quite have the time to sit down and do both of them at the same time. Also, When people do batch videos, I quite frankly don't like to be able to tell you did a batch video because you have the same outfit on and look in each video. And so I feel like I would need to change clothes, do something different to my hair, and change my earrings, and I just don't have the energy for it, guys. So I don't batch create. I probably should. It probably would make it easier for me, but right now where I am in my life, there's so much going on. I just can't. And so I just kind of do things one day at a time to keep myself from being overwhelmed. And that is working for me right now. The next question is, do you record your videos in one take? Honey, no. That's funny. No, I do not. I do it in pieces and chunks. Most of the time, my videos consist of several different things, several pieces, several items, things of that sort. And so I will do it by each topic or each item so that I can expound on it as much as I want to. And then I will cut and take a drink, check my hair, think about what I want to say on the next clip, or which thing I want to do next, maybe go use the restroom, whatever might come up. And sometimes I'm not even doing all of that. I just like to do things in chunks because it keeps it nice and organized for me, and I'm not feeling like I'm all over the place. It basically feels more organized. So no, I do not do anything in one breath. I have never yet. I think I've done one video where I may have stopped maybe 3 times versus 10. But for the most part, I usually stop between every single clip, and then we go and edit it and put it all together. The next question is, how long does it take you to edit one video? Well, I don't edit my own videos. My daughter edits my videos for me. It depends on how long the material is. It depends on how many items we're doing, how much I've expounded on it, how many effects we want to put in there, how much time we have to edit. It depends on a whole lot of things. And so some days it takes 2 days, and some days it takes almost all week long. I literally can't put a number on it at all. She's in school, I work, we do this on the side. And so yeah, it can take quite a while sometimes depending on how long the videos are. So when you see something that says 13 things, 14 things, 10 things, all of that, yeah, it takes a minute. And also, we're not doing it on a computer either. We're editing on the phone. And so, yeah, it takes a minute. I won't lie to you, but we get it done, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. So whether you have super fancy equipment or you just have the bare minimum, the job gets done regardless. And as long as it's put together well, the people love it, that's all that matters. So yeah. Okay, the next one is, do you work full-time in a traditional job, or are you a full-time content creator? And then another part to it, it says, if you work a traditional job, do you work from home or do you travel? So I'll answer the first part. Yes, I work a full-time job, and I am not a full-time creator. I wish. They got it made, okay? They got it made, because that means you're making big bank hank and you don't have to work a traditional regular job. I am a therapist by day. I am an LPC, which is a licensed professional counselor, and I deal with couples. I deal with relationship issues on a singular level. I deal with women issues, single mothers, people struggling to find who they are, things of that sort. So I'm a therapist, and I also work from home, and I work for myself. I have my own private practice. I did traditionally start out in an office, in a group practice. And then I decided, you know what? I want to beat to the sound of my own drum. I don't like people telling me what to do, and when I can be off and when I can't, when I can go to the bathroom and when I can't. I don't like that stuff. And so I worked really hard to try to accomplish being my own boss. And so for the last year, that's what I've been doing, is working from home, online therapy only, no in-person clients, and helping to change lives one mind, one day at a time. So that is what I do during the day. I'm not a full-time creator. I do this strictly on the side because I wanted something that could break up my day-to-day heaviness that I take in. About therapy, you're going there and you're dropping off all your heavy crap to this person, all your troubles, all your worries, your struggles, bad things that's happened to you, all the things. So I take in so much of the damage that other people have, and I hold it. And I thought, I need a way, an outlet to kind of like break up the monotony of what I do and the heaviness of what I do. And so I turned to YouTube because I thought, okay, I've always loved to act, but I don't live in a city where I can act. I've always loved to talk to people, but I don't have that platform other than counseling. And so this kind of married the worlds together. So I do YouTube on the side because A, it's extra money for me and my daughter, and B, and we like to travel, so we use this money to travel. And then B, it kind of breaks up taking in all the heaviness. I get to just talk about real world stuff and things that are going on. So yeah. And then the second part is, well, it says, do you work from home or do you travel? I do not travel at all in any capacity. I'm straight from home, from my home office, which is even better because I get to save gas and time and not traveling back and forth to work or trying to come home for lunch to get a break away from everybody. I am at home every day outside of taking my daughter to and from school and going and doing my daily duties. So yeah. And so far, that is my favorite part of like becoming my own boss, is being at home and my peace and quiet. On my breaks, I get to come do whatever I want to do. And then doing this on the side when I feel like it. Not an obligation to it at all. I love that. Okay, guys, 2 more questions. Have you ever been recognized by a stranger from your channel? And if so, how did it make you feel? I have never been recognized by a stranger from my channel in person. You know how you see these YouTubers and they'll be in Kuala Lumpur and they've met a follower, which is so crazy to me, how you can be literally on the other side of the world and somebody recognizes you. But I have not had that quite yet. But what I have had is somebody come into therapy and say, oh my gosh, it's you. I have been watching you for so long. Recently, I had somebody that I had met one time, and she came back to therapy after some months, later, and she was like, before we even get started, I have to tell you something. And I was like, what is it? What is it? I'm thinking something like horrible or exciting. She was like, I have been watching you for I don't know how long, learning about locks. And then I realized, I was like, oh my God, this lady looks so familiar. And then I realized it's you. I've had that at least 3 times in therapy where somebody has been watching me for a very long time or learning something from me on YouTube since I've been on here. And either they hadn't seen my face before, so when they finally see me, they go, oh my God, it's you. Or they put 2 and 2 together and realize that it's me. I don't advertise that I do YouTube, especially to my clients, because it's kind of unethical. But when they put 2 and 2 together, it has nothing to do with me. If they discover it. And yeah, that's the way I've been recognized, is like somebody saying, that, or I've had somebody say before, oh my gosh, I saw you in the store the other day, but I didn't want to come say hi to you. And so that kind of stuff, but nobody just coming up to me in public and like, oh my God, it's you from Journey with Tiffany on YouTube. Not yet, but I hope to one day have that happen for sure. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the very last one. It says, if you could go back and give yourself one piece of advice before you started your YouTube journey, what would that be? And I would say, because I knew a long time ago that I could do this, and I just didn't believe in my ability. I put it off for a long time. I didn't really know how impactful it could be. I didn't know how much it could have helped my life, because guys, I have done so many side hustles that cost me time, money, gas, wear and tear on my car, all kinds of things, when I could have just been doing this, which also gives back to you. And so if I could, and I could go back to the many years ago that I started thinking about it but never did, and was just watching people, I would have been like, Tiffany, just start. Just go ahead and start. Because I think about how much farther I could have been already by now. And what I do know is that when COVID hit, whoever rode that wave came out winning, because everybody was on YouTube, watching YouTube, consuming YouTube, all the things. And so I missed that wave for sure. And so if I could go back and talk to myself, I would have been like, you don't need the camera, the flashing lights. Because in my head, I thought, I don't have all of that equipment. I don't have all the things that everybody needs to be successful. But no, I did. I had all the things that I needed. I had me. I had my daughter. I had real life world lived experiences. I had travel, advice. I had all the things. I had all the things that I had been learning from other people that I could have given even then. I didn't have my locks then, but I definitely had so many interests and so many thoughts even back then. And so I would go back and tell myself to bet on you and not worry about the fact that there's nobody behind you supporting you. That's what I would have told myself, because I was worried about doing it and failing and being seen. and doing it and not having the right things or experience. So that's what I would tell myself, and I hope that that speaks to somebody that's watching this that is either just starting, keep talking about starting but not starting, or has been contemplating starting. Like, you can do it too. You can do it too. And it doesn't matter if nobody's supporting you. It doesn't matter if nobody believes in you. Y'all, I have seen some stuff on YouTube that I'm like, who's even watching this? But guess what? Some of them are doing way better than me. Some of them have way more followers than me. Some of them have way more interactions and all kinds of things than me. So like, there's something for everybody on this platform. And anytime somebody hears that I'm a YouTuber and they say, oh, I've been thinking about doing that, I'm always encouraging to them, because I'm like, even if you're like a naturist in the woods, like, somebody wants to watch that. So be encouraged and know that you can do it too. And I would have encouraged my younger self to get in this game a lot sooner than I did. Even if I was bumbling around throwing spaghetti at the wall, I could have been so much farther by now. So I hope that that resonates with somebody. Hey girl. So we are done for now. I hope that this has like let you in a little bit on my little bitty baby world, because honey, we are not all sparkles and glitter over here. And I feel like, I hope that resonates with someone even more, because not everybody starts out with all the things. Some of us don't have money to buy all the things. Some of us don't have support to buy all the things. But you don't have to have all the things. And so I want you to know, from a little country Texas girl, that you too can do it, and not to wait. If you have something that you know is good to give to somebody else, you have a talent, don't think about it being oversaturated, because nobody is you. Get on this thing and do what you do, and let the system and the people do what they do, okay? That is it for today. Thank you so much for joining me and watching. I'm super glad that I found the tag, because I love challenges and things like that. And so I hope the ladies that I tag will see this and do one of their own, because they are interesting people as well. And yeah, listen, if you hadn't hit the like button, go ahead. If you like this, go ahead and hit the like button and support. It supports us for the free 99. And if I am your vibe, girl, go ahead and subscribe, okay? I would love to have you be part of the Journey family. Other than that, I won't hold you any longer. I will see you in the next video. Take care for now. Bye.